the story didn't start yesterday. The cracks had been forming for a while, quietly, in ways most fans didn't notice until it was too late. John Reardon, the actor who brought Charlie Hudson to life for 7 years, had become more than just a character on a screen. He was the emotional anchor, the reason viewers returned week after week. When his presence started shrinking during season 8, it was easy for casual viewers to chalk it up to a shift in writing or creative direction. But the truth behind it was heavier, far more human, and heartbreakingly real. John was battling tonsil cancer, a fight most people couldn't imagine facing while also maintaining a public life. He chose to share his journey directly with fans on Christmas Eve, posting 2 images, one from before the diagnosis, one after his recovery. He spoke honestly about the love and support he had received, showing the vulnerability of a man facing something life-threatening while still putting his fans first. And while everyone was rooting for him, celebrating his strength, the producers of Hudson and Rex were quietly making a decision that would change everything. Instead of waiting for him to return, they decided to move on permanently. There was no temporary break, no thoughtful transition, no ceremony to honor his character. Charlie Hudson, the character fans had laughed with, cried with, and rooted for, was suddenly written out. The promotional material rolled out for season 8, and John Reardon was nowhere to be seen. Luke Roberts was suddenly the new lead, Mark Hudson, front and center, and that was it. No explanation, no closure, just a replacement. What made this choice so devastating wasn't just the suddenness, it was the context. John had just survived cancer, returned healthy and ready to continue his craft, only to have the door closed in his face. It was a professional betrayal and a personal wound, and the audience felt it immediately. Ratings dropped, social media. Season 8 didn't just perform poorly, it sent a clear message that the heart of the show was gone, and nothing the producers could do could fill that void. Fans weren't just watching a show, they were invested in a character and the humanity he brought to the story, and losing that was like losing the entire foundation. The emotional weight of this decision can't be overstated. When John Reardon spoke out on Instagram, there was no bitterness, just honesty. He made it clear that leaving wasn't his choice, that he was proud of his work, and that he would continue moving forward despite the betrayal. And in that honesty, the truth became undeniable: Hudson and Rex had made a colossal mistake. The soul of the series, the warmth, the grit, and the connection that Charlie Hudson carried through every case and every scene, wasn't something you could simply replace with a new actor. The show's identity had been tied to him, and now it was unraveling. Every storyline, every new character, every marketing push could not restore what had been lost. And as the dust settled on season 8, the questions began to loom: could Hudson and Rex continue without its emotional center? Could the audience forgive the show for what it had done? And most importantly, would season 9 even air, or would the network quietly shelve it, letting years of work and anticipation vanish? The stakes weren't just about ratings. They were about trust, loyalty, and the connection between a show and the people who loved it. The way this story unfolded was a masterclass in how quickly a beloved show could fall apart, and fans were left watching, waiting, and fearing that the end was closer than anyone wanted to admit.